football presented by Prudential is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup as we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Indiana's offense comes on the field first today. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out and work against these defenses that they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can. And just like that, this offense is out of the gate. What a way to get this game started. Obviously, they have a premier receiver, found a one-on-one matchup, and in the first play of the game, they take advantage of it.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He'll hand it off. He's got the 1st and still going. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but it's past the marker.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
The Hoosiers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. Has a path to the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. We're sort of trying to create good field position here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Alabama's offense comes out for their first possession today. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Defense is coming after him. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The passing game was cooking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The short completion of the tight end. The Hoosiers are on the move here.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And they misfire on 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. The sure hands. It's Cooper.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. He cannot escape. It's a sack. This middle linebacker can play all over the field. That's how they bring him in the blitz, and he gets home.
Yeah, usually you think of this middle linebacker, he's kind of a sideline-to-sideline player defending the run, but here the timing and the instincts as a blitzer coming right through the middle of that offensive line, and he gets to the quarterback.
The Hoosiers will have to punt this one away. And the punt will bounce and go out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Direct snap to the back. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, man! Catch made! Big play! They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The tied offense line up here on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, tied. That's how you finish a play. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. He's running out of time here. That's caught. It's Hemby. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Hoosiers have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Cooper. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Hoosiers churn out another first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They call the counter run here. First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Nothing fancy there, just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Touchdown, Hoosiers, as they put 6 more on the board.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And the wideout goes in motion. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. The ball is caught. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And it's fair caught right about the 45-yard line. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That completion makes it second in medium. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Hoosiers pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Hoosiers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. To throw, it's Mendoza. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can you keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. And they trap him for a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So on fourth down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Makes the grab. It's Porton. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. It's a shotgun run call. A quick juke. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
To the air. It's Simpson. Receiver makes the catch. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop him.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the RPO, caught to the right.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
Second down after that previous play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run, and you pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
Ball handed off. Runs through the defender. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Heaney keeps it himself.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Grab behind the line. It's Thornton. Touchdown! Bama. They connect for 6. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Taken out, but not before he makes the first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Barker. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Pass complete. It's second down now. To the air. It's Mendoza. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Looking to throw again. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Well, they go with the out route here, but they're going to be short of the sticks. I'm not sure what the plan was, but the quarterback and the receiver have to understand the situation a little bit better. Now it's 4th and short.
And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Did not get a hold of it, not what the punter was hoping for. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He keeps it on the design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They lose 3 in that place, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a gap. It's Miller. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. The pocket breaking down. And pass rush gets home.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the kick bounces and goes out of bounds down near the goal line. Outstanding work by the punter. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. The Hoosiers pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Completion to the tight end. They bring him down. That's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. That's certainly part of calling an RPO. If everyone's not on the same page, you get an eager lineman with too far downfield. Using his legs, it's Hemby. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They're going to run it here. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Hoosiers will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Cuevas. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. And it's caught in the crossing pattern. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Portman. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Mendoza. Catch Good enough for first down yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
First down and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Caught over the middle. It's Pemby. Running with purpose. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's caught. It's Pemby. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. And that's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Young. They bring him down after a short gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense facing a third and short with 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught by the receiver. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick throw. The catch is made. Breaking free at the 35. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can see what can happen when that timing is right. Big things can happen.
QB decides to keep it here. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. Coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Short pass finds the tight end. It's a solid gain, moves the ball up to the 28.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
That's reeled in. It's Becker. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
How about this call here on 3rd down, Chris? They go with the RPO. The quarterback makes the right read. He's able to extend this drive by getting the yards that they needed to get to the marker.
1st down here for this offense. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle, but 1st down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. He's looking to throw. The tight end has got it, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The Hoosiers are in the red zone. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. Let's see how they play this one. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Grab behind the line. It's Thornton. They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
On first down, it's play action. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Finding some room at the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, how about that? The quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown, that's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver, catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And tackled after a small pickup there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that ball.
Important second down play coming up. Using his legs, it's Hemby. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Critical third down plays coming up. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he'll pick up the first down. Stopped at the 27.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Hoosiers with 1st and 10 here. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 40. He stopped him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Hoosiers pick up enough for a first down here. Quarterback drops back. Good throw, complete to the tight end. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So second down after the incompletion. Grab down the middle. It's Becker. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
The Hoosiers will have to kick it away. That's his 4th punt already today. Ball lands at the 5. It doesn't check up. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball at the 34.
And look at that, another big play. And you know what, Chris, now? This quarterback has over 400 yards on the day. What an impressive showing we've seen from this man this afternoon.
Play action here on first down. Finds his man. It's Porton. Pass caught. Second down now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw, testing the middle. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And the gain just good enough for a first down. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for some space. It's Miller. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Defense swarms him on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. With the catch, it's Porton. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. This one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
No, kick it away here. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Impressive spin there. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 and it's first down. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. The receiver makes the catch.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Finds an open target on the left side. They'll play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it again. Grant down the middle. It's Cooper. They make the stop at the 25, but it's first and 10 for this offense.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And the Hoosiers will have first and 10 here. And here's the handoff. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or you can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Hoosiers trying to cash in here in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty would be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I'm sure that player's going to get an earful from the coach. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Indiana! What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
So they get the touchdown, now looking for the two-point conversion to tie this one up late. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, here we are in the fourth quarter. It makes total sense to go for this two-point play to tie this game up. Unable to execute and get it done, so now the pressure shifts to their own defense to come up with a stop to get the ball back.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Looking for some space. It's Miller.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Snags a quick throw. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Caught behind the line. It's Horton. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. They'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on third down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down in a new set of downs.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's 1st and goal.
Chris, that's another big pass play, another milestone for this quarterback. That's now 500 yards passing on the day for the man under center. This is going to be one he'll remember for a long time.
Check out this call on 1st and goal. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that first down.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown time. This quarterback on fire today.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. So after putting up the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Completion sets up a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Makes a quick grab. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Having a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the receivers got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This quarterback has been in rhythm the entire game, and Chris, with this pass, he's got now over 400 yards on the afternoon. What a day.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. With the catch, it's Cooper. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it second and short. Grab behind the line, it's Becker. And the Hoosiers are going to keep this drive moving. The Hoosiers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Hit just as he throws the ball. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. Grab made by the tight end. Second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Lewis. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That completion makes it second and medium. Short throw complete to the tight end. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback still with the football. The quarterback makes the correct read there, and the result is a big gain.
What I like here, Chris, is the ball handling by this quarterback on the read option. The defender commits down to the back. He does a nice job of being able to see that, pulls it out, and then gets upfield north and south for the first down.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short in their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They try to sneak it for the first.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. A productive drive in the making, a first down at their own 42. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Here's the 2nd down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0-0. That's it, game over. will kick it off to get us underway. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Indiana's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to. A matchup of two quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against these defenses that they're facing, and try to put up as many points as they can.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Makes a quick catch. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Great catch. Now here he goes. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
Boy, just like that, we've got a big play already here by this offense. Not afraid to take some shots downfield. They hit it. They got great field position now.
And the Hoosiers line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw out left, complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. To throw, it's Mendoza. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on 3rd down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
The Hoosiers pick up enough to get a first down there. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. Yet 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. So Alabama's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Second down after that previous play. Throwing off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. That way you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Try to convert with a sneak. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And that's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
I'd love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Simpson. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it second down and 14 here. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
This wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. It's a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. And the back now goes in motion to the air. It's Simpson. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Cuevas. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. They get him down, but he found a good lane on that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Running back grabs it on the screen. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Takes a quick grab. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Crucial third down play coming up. It's a draw play. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the Hoosiers look to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Scanning the field. It's Mendoza. He's going to pull it down and run. You'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Nice grab. It's Cooper. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
The Hoosiers lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Grab down the middle. It's Becker. Touchdown, Indiana. They couldn't stop him there.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? He's hit as he throws it. Quick catch over the middle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Keeping it on the ground here. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Play fake, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Important 2nd down play coming up. To the air, it's Simpson. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Grab behind the line. It's Horton. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Miller. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Back to throw again. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after it.
And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He didn't get there. A big stop for the defense on 4th and goal. On the run, it's Kemby. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
The safety will set up a free kick. They'll boot it away from their 20. Breaks free. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Makes it 2nd down. Send the back in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That short completion sets up a third down play. To throw, it's Simpson. Pop over the middle, it's Williams. And they get the conversion there. Set up now, first down at the 38.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Miller. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Second down after that short completion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up the first, looking for more. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a keeper.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Big spin on the run. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. Short on the 7th play of this drive. QB keeps it himself.
Well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it's good, right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings out 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. The shotgun handoff here. He's found some room at the 45. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's reeled in. It's Miller. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Now we run a draw play. And that run produces a decent gain.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Now moving the receiver now before the snap. Handoff from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. Brought down. The completion moves the ball down to the 4. down here in the red zone. Every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. To keeper trying to get to the marker. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
Well, that's the right call here by the offensive coordinator. Keep it simple. Just go right behind your line, but no push at all. The defense completely stops him there at the line of scrimmage.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Puts him on 5. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Tackle to the 35, good enough for a first down.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this tight end the football, and here they are early in the game showing that they mean business.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Looking to set up a screen pass here.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? And the Hoosiers will try to keep this drive moving. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offense putting together a solid drive. First down at the 46. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Hemby. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Boy, this quarterback throws a beautiful ball. Another big gain for this offense and a chance to get points on the board before we get to halftime.
The Hoosiers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The sure hands. It's Cooper. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And 6 more points to the total.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Simpson. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Back in motion now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense.
Catch made all the way down inside the 35. The sophomore making an excellent catch there.
Boy, this defense looks like they are confused, and they should be. This wide receiver is putting on a clinic here in the first half. He sees blood in the water right now, and he's got over 100 yards in the first half already.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And they trap him for a sack. And that play should likely send us now to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were effective in the first half, but the way their defense is playing, they had better keep scoring here today to stay close. Over the middle, it's Portland. It's a nice game. We'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
That That's caught. It's Horton. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And they trap him for a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw it.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Horton. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the first, and it's fourth down. Punt team ready to boot it away. Turner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. It's a quarterback keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw. It's Mendoza. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they can take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The Hoosiers will line up to boot it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. First down, looking for more now. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Well, we know this guy can throw the football, and here, this is what makes him so good. His ability to run the option and get involved in the run game puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He's got it in the open. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. On the ground, it's Miller. Touchdown, Alabama. And they jump on top during the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the important point after attempt. Extra point makes it a 5-point game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Handing off on the draw play. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, a lot of times as a play caller, you go to the draw play because you feel the defensive front is just consumed with trying to get pressure on the quarterback. They go with the draw, but the defense is completely locked in. Does a nice job of showing discipline to completely negate the play.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's third and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read, and the result is a first down and a big gain.
And the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. On first down, play action. The short completion of the tight end. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offense tried to catch the defense napping by getting the ball to the big tight end, but they weren't fooled at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quick pass. The catch is made. They bring him down after a short gain there. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Looking downfield. It's Mendoza. Catch made over the middle. And finally stop and but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and this speed they have.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Boy, trouble.